YouTube? Pfft, nah, they're all too scared. They're a bunch of passives, bunch of nerds. They're the worst. But we're tough. We're asking the real questions up in here. We just going for it. We got thighs the size of a... But seriously, the question of Hermitcraft versus the Dream SMP has been asked many, many times since the two started coexisting. The Dream fans will say one way, the Hermitcraft fans will say another. A lot of people won't even ask the question because they're too different. But at their core, they're both popular Minecraft series targeting a similar audience. Part 1. Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft began back in 2012 as an extension of Minecraft, which is a popular group of Minecrafters doing various things such as SMP, UHC, and even minigames. It began when Generic B decided he wanted to do a second SMP series, and the name was suggested by Hypnotize, who was one of the first people on the server and is still active to this day. As the server grew, other Minecraft players joined, such as Ethos Lab, Vintage Beef, and B000100, and other non-Minecraft members too. Eventually, Generic B left to pursue Minecraft, but that proved to be a big mistake. Not too long after, Minecraft began its demise, now only surfaces for occasional UHC games. Hermitcraft, however, steadily grew for the first 5 seasons, which brought popular Minecraft YouTubers such as Mumbo, who was the largest channel on the server, and other creators such as Iskel85 and Exumavoid. The 6th season began around the beginning of Minecraft's return to gaming stardom, and brought the notable addition of Grian, who was the second largest channel on the server. The addition of Grian brought forth a new wave of attention to Hermitcraft, and Season 6 ran for around 2 years, being played across 1.13 and 1.14. The current season, Season 7, started on 1.15 and has undergone another reset for 1.16. Season 7's already had several arcs of sorts, including Tag 2 Electric Boogaloo, The Button, and, most notably, the Turf War. Part 2. The Dream SMP. The Dream SMP began about May 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, originally just being Dream and his friend George Not Found. The server slowly grew, and with the addition of TommyInnit, the youngest player on the server, tensions grew too. Eventually, controversy arose, but so did an opportunity. A story. The Dream SMP now runs multiple story arcs, the most notable being the L'Manberg arcs, written, at least in part, by Wilbur Soot. It hasn't been around that long, so there isn't much to say. One detail to note is the attitude towards farming and the end on Dream SMP. It is made clear that farms are not the main focus of the story, hence the incredible lack of automatic farms, the most effective one being Fundy's Mob Farm. There's also no end items on the server, excluding 2 shulker boxes put on the server by Drista, Dream's sister.
Clumsy Technoblade!
I'm okay with any
That's what
color.
Wilbur
I will
said.
not
Wilbur
complain.
said Vussy Bop.
What color do you want?
Just pick cyan. Sure,
No,
go.
you're not giving Technoblade a shulker. What do you
Listen, if
what
Pun's
do you-
got
Wilbur
one,
told
I
me-
want one, Dream.
Dream has gone as far as destroying one of the end portals while Philza and Technoblade were investigating. Part 3. The Crossover. The Dream SMP and Hermitcraft have 2 fairly differing target audiences and platforms. The former tends to cater to an older audience, which has semi-complicated stories and enough swearing to shame a construction worker. Hermitcraft is entirely family-friendly, with stories that can easily entertain younger people, but with enough information and practical skill that a seasoned Minecraft veteran could definitely learn some things. They're also on very different platforms, Hermitcraft being predominantly YouTube, and the Dream SMP being on Twitch. There is some crossover. Hermitcraft members often stream Hermitcraft and other games on Twitch, and the Dream SMP is well represented by stream highlight channels. Like, seriously, there's a new one every week, I swear. But what about players? There aren't players who are active on both servers, or even members of both servers, but that doesn't exclude temporary crossovers. Most notably, Iskel85, a popular and very Swedish Hermitcraft member, was a proxy guest on the Dream SMP by DSMP member Fundy, who helped him build a redstone door in a secret base. Let's just say Iskel wasn't too impressed with the builds.
Do you know Ninja of
Yes,
Twitch?
Yes.
Okay, this is Ninja's house.
It is really ugly. Wow. Like he should stay. He should stay in Fortnite, dude. That's the ugliest house I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's the only thing that would make it worse would be if he built with diorite. But that is a pretty ugly house, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
The doors open really good. It's
Has this guy ever played Minecraft before?
I
Did he
don't
have
know. I really don't.
Foolish gamers, while building the Snowchester mansion, referenced some of Grian's chandelier designs on stream, including the diamond chandelier in the foyer of Grian's own mansion. On a building stream by B000100, he was asked what he thought of the Dream SMP. I think I'll just roll the tape on this one.
What do we think of the Dream SMP guys? I can't speak for everybody. We haven't really talked about them. I mean, we've obviously seen their success, and we see how it should be us that has all the success. No, I'm kidding. But no, I can give you my personal opinion. I think, let's take Michael Jordan in the NBA, right? So Michael Jordan was in the NBA. The Bulls started dominating all over the place. They were, they got some of the best players on their team, and they took over the league. So for the players, they're like, well, great, no, we can't win the championship. But for the league, it was fantastic. It was great for the league. So obviously, they're getting a ton of views, and I think that's really good. I think for Minecraft, the Minecraft community in general, I think it's a really, really good thing what they're doing. They're doing some amazing stuff. So yeah, I'm proud of them. And they're young guys, man. They're just really young, smart guys that they're doing some really good stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Dream thing.
The last notable bit of interaction between the two is at the Minecraft Championships, or MCC. Grian is one of the largest creators at the event, and his clout wasn't unnoticed by Technoblade.
Up from the void.
Grian slayed Dream. That means Grian absorbed. Wait, Dream just absorbed my clout, and then Grian absorbed Dream's clout. Dude, Grian's gonna have 1 million live viewers.
I'm gonna say I don't think Grian needs your cloud technology.
In these events, while the leaderboards are typically populated with some Dream SMP members, due, at least in part, to high representation in the events, Hermitcraft has definitely left some marks. Falsimetry, a Hermitcraft member, was the first player to get back-to-back wins in the MCC, and has played on a team with HBOM94, a Dream SMP member. That team also had Rendog, another Hermitcraft member. Grian has also killed Dream on 2 separate occasions and is the only participating Hermitcraft member not to win an MCC. His fellow MCC Hermits, Falsimetry, Rendog, and CubFan135 have all won at least one MCC. Part 4. The comparison. Before I get into this part, I should state that this is obviously my opinion. If you disagree, then feel free to leave a comment, and I'd love to hear what you have to say, but just keep it civil. If you want to argue, take it to Reddit or something. I don't care. Also, if you guys want to subscribe while you're down underneath the video, then please, that would be fantastic, because every sub member helps. Sub member? Subscriber. Yes. Alright, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think Hermitcraft is better. It showcases bigger and way more intricate builds, and an insane amount of effort in them, like B-Dubs' castle and mountain, built by himself in survival, Cub's Pyramid, and Scar's Big Dig. This is in Season 7, guys. This is within just the last year. Not to mention all of the other mega bases in the previous 6 seasons. Not only are the builds generally bigger and better, but the technology is also better too. The most effective farm on the Dream SMP is, again, probably Funty's mob farm. But in Hermitcraft, farms exponentially bigger and far more effective are a dime a dozen, such as Mumbo's Season 7 Industrial District mob farm, and Impulse's Wither Skull farm, capable of farming stacks in a short amount of time. The members of Hermitcraft are also longtime contributors to their community, with Etho being the creator of the Hopper Clock, a clock so universal, people don't even know he made it. Or the Impulse Item Filter, an incredibly cheap and bulletproof filter that is used in mega builds everywhere. Because Hermitcraft is much more family-friendly, it can just appeal to a broader audience as well. Yes, there are clean Dream SMP members, notably Ranboo and Bad Boy Halo, and arguably Technoblade, but players like TommyInnit, Wilbursoot, and Quackity more than compensate. And Hermitcraft is less PvP oriented, unlike the Dream SMP, but there are still Hermits who are fairly dangerous, as Grian has proven to Dream multiple times over.
Joel. It's Dream. What? This is that? Wait, how much health did I? Wait, I need a clip of that. Get in! Yes! Yes! The moment of my life!
Hermitcraft is also less modded, the only notable data pack and mods being the multiplayer sleep, armor stand editing, and the new proximity chat mod unique to Season 7. Compare this to the Dream SMP's custom map mod, Randy's broken Enderman powers, and Tubbo's nukes. Hermitcraft posts their data packs online at vanillatweaks.com because they're custom made, whereas the Dream SMP uses either public plugins or private mods. Lastly, because of the different platforms, Hermitcraft fans enjoy a considerably higher production value than Dream SMP fans. If every DSMP member had a stream as polished as Phil's, the two would be way more comparable. But YouTube is just way more conducive to high production value. Things like tailored music, unobstructed video, the lack of technical difficulties, no TTS donuts interrupting everything, and being able to cutting through long and boring waits just make recorded and edited YouTube videos so much easier to watch. Again, there are polished streams, but YouTube is just superior for this kind of content. None of this is to say the Dream SMP is bad. It's a server full of great creators. If you like a good story like I do, it's a really fun series and will surely provide lots of entertainment for a lot of people. It comes mainly down to the Dream SMP only really being known for one thing, an aspect of Minecraft such as PvP, and even then, not all members are great at PvP. Whereas Hermitcraft is incredibly talented in two aspects of Minecraft building and the technical understanding of the game, but maybe falling short in the combat portion of the game. Now, one justification, the criteria I'm making this decision on isn't my own. It's a simple system developed by the Mr. Epic on YouTube. The same guy who questioned whether or not Dream's manhunts were faked. And we saw what happened to him. Dream, please don't kill me. The system breaks Minecraft into three categories: building, technical, and combat, and these were used to determine if there even is a best Minecraft player, because Dream and Technoplate, both fantastic fighters, fall short in the other two categories. I mean, look at Dream's house. No wonder he blew it up. Do both series have things to learn from each other? Yes. Hermitcraft could learn to have some loosely scripted elements instead of impromptu storylines only, like the Turf War in Season 6 Area 77. And the Dream SMP could learn to have not only a better backdrop to the story, and take advantage of the game at its fullest. I think Foolish had an aneurysm building a chandelier without end rods. So that is all I got, everybody. If you like this video, then please feel free to click the like button. If you hated it, then, well, be honest. Leave a love comment if that is what you're into, and let me know what you thought. Do you agree? Disagree? Please, subscribe, because this video wasn't easy to make. This was a lot of writing. And if you do subscribe, then make sure you ring the bell, because that makes subscribing 100 times more useful. Literally, copy the link and drop it in the first place you can. That would make my absolute day. Until next time, it has been fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Whew, I think I did not breathe enough during that recording. Oh, I have a headache now. Oh, my brain.